Well, for many veterans, the transition back to life at home can be a real challenge. But the Milwaukee-based Center for Veterans Issues is looking to help the men and women who have fought for our freedom. Joining us this morning is Sergeant Tony Mao, who's been with the Marine Corps Reserve since 2006 and is now working at that center. First of all, Tony, good morning to you and thank you for your service.
Well, thank you very much.
And you were just telling me that you have been deployed to Iraq and southern Asia, correct?
Southeast Asia.
Southeast
yes.
Asia.
Yeah.
In your words, what is that transition like back to life at home after you've been overseas for so long?
Well, I think anytime you take yourself out of your comfort zone or the environment that you've grown up in or been, living in, you're going to be privy to a whole different, set of experiences and lifestyles that you wouldn't have back home. And when you try to reintegrate from that comfort zone into the comfort zone you're used to, and the expectations are going to be different, the timing, there's going to be a lot of things that are just going to be in conflict.
So your view on what normal is changes? Absolutely.
And I don't think it's, what is normal. I think it's just whatever comfort zone or environment or, that you're operating in. So.
And let's talk about this Veterans Resource Center. As I understand it, there were all these different services for veterans sprinkled all over the community, and you've really brought them into one place. Is that right?
Absolutely. The goal for serving any group of people is to make it more convenient and accessible to them, and that's what we did when we made the Resource Center. We've brought all these different services to one location so the veteran can come in and they're going to be able to access all these and conveniently, so they only have to do one stop and get all these services.
And give me an idea of what kind of services there are.
We offer housing support, some financial assistance, the peer support. We have a variety of programs, the supportive services for veterans and their families. That's a supportive program that also helps spouses and immediate family of veterans. And then there's also the housing and urban development programs we have as well. The peer-based programs, I really want to make a key point on. This is going to be very crucial for the transition home. There's a lot of separation and alienation, I think, that veterans face when they go back home and they're not around their fellow brothers and sisters anymore. And there is kind of a disconnect with the civilian friends they had before they left and then how they interact with them when they come home. And I think it's important that we kind of smooth over that transition by allowing an environment for them to come back into and kind of regroup. And that's why we call it the rally point.
And important to have, it sounds like someone that you can relate to, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you're not, there's certain things you wouldn't talk to your grandma about. There's certain things you wouldn't talk to, your mother about. You're going to, it's nice to have a common interest. That peer model is very crucial, I think, for the veterans.
So you guys have a special event coming up on Thursday the 26th, and I think we can show the details. It is from 10 until 6 p.m., and it is at your location at the Resource Center, which is 315 West Court Street in Milwaukee. What is this event all about, and who's invited?
Well, we call it the rally point. I want to touch on that. The rally point is crucial because in military, when you're on any mission, along the way to that objective, you set a rally point. And that's a regrouping point where if you lose focus on the mission, everyone knows they can go back there and kind of get a refocused and get their head on straight. And I think that's why this is crucial for the community to have the veterans be able to come and have somewhere to regroup. And we've been open. We had a soft opening about 3 months ago, and we've been operating. And now the grand opening on the 26th is just to say, hey, we are fully functional, ready for anyone to come in. And we encourage everyone in the community to come in because it's a community effort. It's not just the veteran that we need to focus on. We need to focus on the community. If you have a veteran that's a friend or a son or a daughter, you really have to be more proactive, and educating yourself if they're resistant to come into the center is very crucial. So the more you know, the more you can support them and maybe break down that resistance or that barrier that's keeping them from getting support.
Well, Sergeant Mao, it sounds like incredibly important work. Again, thank you for your service, and thank you for what you are doing now for those folks that are coming back home. And we'll put this information up on our website in case you missed it. It's the Center for Veterans Issues, and their open house coming up on July 26th. You can head to our website, today's TMJ4.com, and click on links.